There are many ways to relax. There's methods such as reading books, painting pieces of artwork, or even knitting scarves. But there's one method that is unbeatable, and that's engaging yourself in the beautiful melodic sound of music. Now, it's fun and interesting to actually listen to it, but what's even more fun is knowing how to actually read what's written on a piece of music. I will present to you a method of reading and learning music that has been around since the 11th century and was created by a man named Guido de Arezzo. Music is fun to play, easy to learn, and it's a great way to relax when you're stressed or depressed. Today, I will teach you the terminology used when reading a piece of music. I will teach you the locations and pitches of the notes, and I will teach you the symbols used when reading music. Let's begin first by becoming familiar with the terminology used when reading musical notes on a treble clef staff. First, there's the staff. The staff is an assembly of 5 horizontal lines with 4 spaces in between them. Each line and space stand for a different note. Then there is the clef. There is 2 different types of clefs. There's the treble clef, which we are using, and there's the bass clef. The difference between them is that treble clef is more commonly used, and it's more for the mid-range to high-range instruments, and the bass clef is for the lower instruments. Also, a difference between them is that the treble clef, these lines and spaces stand for notes, and on the bass clef, the lines and spaces stand for different notes. So for the tempo is usually written at the top of a piece of music, and it's measured in beats per minute. So whenever you see beats per minute, it's usually in BPM, and if it's 60 beats per minute, that means every second is a beat, and it's basically how fast you're going in the music. Now that you're familiar with the terminology used when reading music, let's move on to the location of the notes and what pitches they are. So each note has a specific location on the staff. You can remember the notes of the lines as every good boy does on E, G, B, D, F. And you can remember the notes of the spaces, but just the word face, going bottom from top. It's F, A, C, E. So, yes, music is read from left to right, just as you read a book, so it's easy to read. And as you go higher in the staff, then the notes go higher. So G compared to D, G would have a lower sound since it's lower in the staff, and D would have a higher sound since it's higher in the staff. Now you know the pitches and locations of the notes, you're probably wondering what these symbols are. Well, these symbols are the lengths of the note and how long they hold out their sound for. So for different symbols, there are different lengths, and there are notes and there are rests. A note is how long it holds out a sound, and a rest is a moment of silence. So for example, a quarter note has 1 beat of sound. A quarter rest has 1 beat of silence. Just as a half note has 2 beats of sound, and a half rest has 2 beats of silence. A whole note has 4 beats of sound, and a whole rest has 4 beats of silence. So the symbol that identifies the note is just as important as its location on the staff. So it's not hard to learn music at all, just as we've proven. It's very easy, actually. And the terms, the location and pitches, and the lengths are all very important aspects when reading music. And it's not hard, it's very easy, and it's very fun. And once you get the idea of it, and once you get to recognize the material, it is very fun to learn, and I have personal experience. So whenever you're stressed, or whenever you're just having a melancholic day, just pick up an instrument and play a little tune, because music is fun, it's easy to learn, and it's very relaxing when you're stressed or depressed.